Greetings and welcome. A few weeks ago, I did a video titled, Why I Love Baseball. And in that video, I mentioned that my son's first baseball team was the White Sox and how he wanted to start a Frank Thomas collection. Well, Greg from Tiger727 watched the video and commented that he would like to send some Big Hurt, and Yadier Molina cards to my son. And a few days later, I had a package at the door. So a couple Saturdays ago, my son saw the package and asked what was in it. And I said, honestly, I don't know, but it's for you. And he got really excited. So he sat down in the living room and opened up this generous package from Greg. Now this video is long overdue. I texted Greg and thanked him when we opened up the package. But I wanted to make a video to show my appreciation. But shortly after I got the package, I got really sick and I was pretty sick for about 2 weeks and wasn't able to do it right away. So, Greg, I'm sorry. It is long overdue, but thank you again so much for this care package. But we open it up, and the very first thing I see is this cardboard, and it said, "Hi, Andy. I hope these few items find a place in your collection. I always enjoy your videos and the meaning behind them. Take care. Greg, Tiger727. And within the cardboard, there was these Beckett's that you see behind us. And my son loved them, and we kind of went through them and kind of showed him what cards used to cost back in the good old days. And he also, I'm not going to put it on camera because it had Greg's address on it, and I'm not positive I can show it without sharing the address, and I don't want to do that. But he also sent this really cool USA Today Sports Weekly when Pujols hit his 700th home run. So I thought that was really, really cool and really classy. But I told my son I'm really hoping we can get this Frank Thomas, the one on the left, signed. Thomas is one of those people, even before my son started collecting, he's been very high on my list that I want to get an in-person autograph from, because I was a fan of him growing up. And he was at the National, and I opted to not get him because he was going to be there Saturday like at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and I was really hoping to be gone by then and driving home. Of course, if I knew, I still would have been there for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, waiting those 6-9 hours, whatever it was. I would have done it, but, you know, lesson learned. Should always get the Big Hurt when you can. So I'm hoping to get that signed eventually. And that's I had to borrow that from my son's room. He's been reading it while he's been going to bed. And besides the Beckett's, he also sent all these really, really cool cards. So I'm just going to flip through them really quick. We got the Score Thomas, this Top Stadium Club of Frank. And then, like I said, I'm just going to flip through these pretty quick. But all these were really, really, I had a lot of fun. My son, of course, you know, he doesn't know who Jack McDowell was or Ozzie Guillen. And he was really intrigued with Mark Buehrle. So it was really fun to sit back and kind of explain to him who these players were. A lot of them were in my childhood, like Bo Jackson. And he really tested my my White Sox knowledge, which was not that great. But I held my own. Yeah, he was pretty intrigued with Mark Buehrle. And I kind of told him Buehrle was one of those guys who was always linked to the Cardinals. And you always thought he would become a Cardinal. And he never happened. I always think that's a really cool Bo Jackson. Giovanni Soto. Yeah, like I said, it was just it was a very fun Saturday morning. It was right before we left for his soccer game. And it was fun just sitting on the floor, kind of telling stories of John Garland, Joe Crede, kind of reminded me of my childhood with my dad, how I kind of learned about Juan Marichal and Bob Gibson. So Greg just really hooked us up. Just really, really generous. And then at the end, got Pujols, this beautiful Molina, Topps Chrome of Arenado, another Arenado, and one of my favorite cards. I really like that 06, Chris Carpenter. But Greg, thank you so much once again. Like I said, I had a lot of fun going through this with my son. It was a fun morning. And if you haven't subscribed to Greg at Tiger727, please do. I think he's like 2 away from 200 subscribers. So if we can get him to that mark, that'd be fantastic. It's well worth it. He's got a great Tigers collection. He's a great guy. It's a very enjoyable channel. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.